Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, outstanding achievements, or outstanding academic achievements for Key Stage 1. And I've had a look over the names and hopefully I can pronounce all the names properly. So I'm going to ask to come to the front of this time and to receive Danielle Williams Ferraz Jr., Lewis Jennis from William Austin, Nico Ashton Cotton from Wigmore, Mustafa Saeed from Downside, and Kiera Greenslade from Icknield. Are they here? I'm going to continue. Just come to the front, please. You just go to this young man on my left. Give them a hand, please, as they come. And the winner of this category has been described as a high achiever and a very popular member of the school who displays an exceptional flair for music. And congratulations go to Johanna Genesis of Wigmore School. Continue cheering, continue cheering. I'm going to ask you all to stand. Just here. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Where there's lots of people who are from other parts of Luton, and so I think it's a great privilege for us to have so many people turning up here tonight. Thank you.
Okay. Now, when I introduce myself, look after him. Okay, we're going to move on to Key Stage 2. Outstanding academic achievement for Key Stage 2. We have a number of names here. And there's a few names on here, but I haven't, there are a few additional names which I will I'm going to read out at the end, okay? So for Key Stage 2, we have Jamila Lewis from Wenlock Junior, Darryl Powell from St Matthew's. Can you hold your applause for a moment, please? I feel like I'm an X Factor. Just hold your applause. We're going to give them applause at the end. Darryl Powell, St Matthew's Junior, Heather Collins from Hillborough, Mary King from Wigmore, Aaron Wallace from Norton Road, and the winner of this category excelled past her peers after joining Icknield from a school in London to become the highest achiever of Key Stage 2. And may I say well done to Chetu Obiabo of Icknield Primary School. Now, I have some additional names which aren't on the original list, but these children are just as important as these children here, and we just want to recognise them as well. I'm going to ask these children, Mr. Photographer, if you just spare me one moment, please. I'm just going to ask these children to come to the front as well. We have Shaquille Thomas at Matthews Junior School. We have Hesiba Ogunru from St Matthew's Junior School. We have from Hillborough, Abigail Brown. And we also have Dario Silva from St Matthew's Junior School. Can we give them all a hand as they come, please? Give him a hand, please. Key stage 2. Now I've got a number of names here to call. I'm going to give you a little bit more time to come and get your certificate as you come up and to me to shake this young man's hand. Oh, sorry. Yeah, haven't been called out for a long time. That's okay. You're generally just being, that's what they say, isn't it? Okay, now. Outstanding Achievements, Key Stage 2. Oh, you're listening. Actually, what we're going to do now, can I ask you to sit down again, please? I've been overruled by the projector. So if you just bear with me, we're going to come back to Key Stage 3 in a moment. Yeah, we've done 2. I'm going to go exactly as I've been told. So I'm trying to make up my own routine here tonight. So bear with me. And what I'm going to ask you to do is put your hands together. Key Stage 3 is coming. Hold tight. We're going to ask James McKinley to come at this time. He's the... he stepped away. He's just there. He's just going to come and he's just going to share with us very briefly. I believe he's just going to once again say hello and share your thoughts with us.
Once again, I just want to welcome you to Marsh Farm. Those of you who know Marsh Farm probably know it's not an area that's always wanted to sort of give itself a pat on the back, and it's I think very humbling for the trust that we've been able to support this. I think we should see it as something that we have an obligation to do to support all the residents of Marsh Farm, and I think that we're working with ACCDF and wanting to make sure that we actually work with the African Caribbean community, but to do it in a meaningful way, and to do it in a way where we actually we carry through those 3 things of inspiration, of support and confidence, and to actually give both children and the families that support those children some real choice in Marsh Farm. And that's what we're very privileged tonight to be able to support this event. I've been here 6 months, and one of the things that I found out that we don't do terribly well at Marsh Farm is actually celebrate success. And it is something that I think we need to occasionally just stand back, recognise the work that everybody has done. So congratulations to all of the achievers, and to their families, their parents and their friends that have supported them through that. And I hope that in the years to come, Marsh Farm Community Development Trust can be one of those organisations that's helped support the African Caribbean community in Marsh Farm, and through that in the wider Luton area, to make a real difference. And I hope that that'll be something that you'll want to work with us to do and to support. So again, on behalf of the Trust, congratulations to everybody, both the children and their families.
Now talking of the trust, the Carbbean Trust, I believe you're here, and will be favoured with a performance by the Carbbean Trust. Can we give them a hand as they come forward, please? If you're not ready, not a problem, we can move, we can come back to you. Are the Carbbean Trust available and ready? Okay. Key Stage 3. We're going to move forward. Okay, Key Stage 3. Moving through the names, we have Sophie Senyonga from Patridge. Can you make your way forward, please? Give her a hand, that's okay. Okay, if it's the Carbbean Trust, I'm just going to ask you to wait for a moment. Luke Davis from Denby High. Jermaine de Turville from Denby High. Nathan Weeks from Lea Manor. Jason Callender from Leland. from Cholney. Kieran Birch from Halyard. Sonia Sims from Halyard. Miles Case from Ashcroft. Michaela Reid Thomas from Icknield. Samuel Hill from Icknield. And an additional name we have here, Shanice Sanderson from Ashcroft High School. And this category's winner is a modest pupil who has exploited their outstanding academic ability to the full. And congratulations to Niles Hammond Key of Cholney Boys. They're getting ready for the Olympics, you see. Education Olympics. Just take a good look at them. Take a good look at them. Are we proud of them? Yeah. Give them another hand. Thank you very much. Okay, following Key Stage 3 we have Key Stage 4 maybe. L. Cross from Puttridge. Sorry, my apologies. Bob Baker, sorry. Can you give Bob a hand? A man who's on cue. Certainly good to see you, Bob. Start again. Key Stage 4, Dwayne Cross from Puttridge. Serge Deacon from Ashcroft. Kay Vincent from Ashcroft. Gian Angel from Cholney. Christopher Rose from Lea Manor. Leonie O'Connor from Lea Manor. Dean Jackson from Lelands. Lauren Haynes Samuel from Lelands. Stephen Bailey from Halyard. You know it. You know it. Celeste James from Halyard. Darren Rose from Halyard. Stetson Burke from Halyard. Empress Davis from Halyard. Lisa Chimunzinga from Denby. Billy Didube from Denby. Charles Mukamome from Denby. Elizabeth Membe from Cholney. Charlene Gam from Ashcroft. Jason Taylor from Putteridge. Ashton Kelly from Putteridge. Niwe Kanisa from Stopsley. Adrian Tetek from Stopsley. I'll get out of the way and take some pictures if you like. And this category has 2 award winners. And they're being the best GCSE results for boy and girl. And the first award goes to an outstanding pupil who gained 112.5 in the GCSE Group A to C. So well done to Jade Thomas. Give her a hand, please. Congratulations, Jade. And the next winner in this category is also an exceptional student who was the only student at his school to receive a double A star for English. Did you hear that? Oh, we did. It sounds good. He was the only student at his school to receive a double A star for English. Congratulations to Michael Etienne. Can we just have a good look at them? Just have a good look at them. Do they look good? Yeah. Especially the man in the suit. Take whatever pictures you need. Thank you very much. Take a seat. Thank you. At this time, just before we go into most improved pupils across all key stages, we're going to have a performance by Fine Life Cypher. Carnival Trust? Are Carnival Trust ready? If Carnival Trust are ready, just give me a wave, please, so I know. Okay. Please give a hand to the Carnival Trust as they come forward. As the Carnival Trust make their way, make them feel welcome, please. Okay. You need a minute. A minute. What I'm going to play, but You've got 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Make it up. Okay. Going to be inspired. Thank you very much to Mr. Dubois. At this moment in time, was Fire Sergeant going to be here? Or, okay, we're going to move forward. At this time, I'm going to ask MP Calvin Hopkins just to come forward as we present the most improved pupils across all key stages. I'm now getting a grip of this script then, eventually. And I have a number of names here, so please be listening for your name. Okay, most improved pupils across all key stages. Rochelle White of St Matthew's. Aidan Lewis of Hillborough. Kiara Puckering from William Austin. Lea Manor from Norton Road. Kelsey Keenan from Norton Road. Roger Hall of Icknield. Kelsey, stand please. Jesse Eales from Icknield. Dorcas Musianda from Downside. Tessa Lewis from Icknield. And I also have Tinash Makoni from St Matthew's Junior. Is Tinash here? Okay. Now these are the children who have got their certificates for the most improved pupils across all key stages. I'm just going to ask Kelsey, Kelsey, just stand here. Okay, does everyone just turn around your certificates so everyone can read it the other way around? There you go, turn yours around. Oh, I haven't finished. I'm at the bottom of the page. Okay, just wait here, we've got some more children to come, and they're just going to stand just in front of you here, okay? Daniel Morris from Icknield. Okay, Louise Clark from Icknield. Hannah Smith from Icknield. Kieran Jones from Stopsley. Marcus Anderson from Stopsley. Marcus Anderson. Dwayne Daniel from Putteridge. Aaron Brown from Lea Manor. Carbbean Cyrus from Leland. Sherelle Bailey from Cholney. Stephanie Afire from Halyard. Omar Abu Kadir from Ashcroft. As we just take these children in for a moment, one more to go. And the most improved pupil across all key stages has been described by his school as being very self-motivated, pleasant, and well-mannered. I think it's myself. Oh, sorry. Okay. And the award goes to Bintu Silla of Ashcroft School. He's not here. Can we just give all of these children a hand? Okay. And before we go, we have young lady Emma Drakes of St Matthew's Junior School. Emma. Congratulations. And can we give all of these children a fantastic round of applause? I'm just going to ask Professor Gus John just to present this. And also to their parents and the teachers, as we've said already. And just as you're getting ready, Laura. No problem. Pay homage to a school that was host to both GCSE award winners. Congratulations on producing such a high caliber level of achievers, and the award, anybody guess? The award it goes to Icknield High, and Professor John, I believe you're the representative of the school. Is that correct, Icknield High? Is there a teacher here from Icknield High School? No, you, is it Michael? No, Michael, yes. Would you like to take it on behalf of the school? Yes. I think so. Could you give Michael a hand as he comes to me? And just as Professor Gus John is here, I'm just going to hand the mic over to him.
Well, I've been asked to pay a special tribute to yourselves, and I'll do so in song for a couple of minutes. You've got to be compassionate, please. And if there are any Simon Cowells in this room, get out. Life is easy when you're up on the mountain and you've got a peace of mind like you've never known. But when things fail and you're down in the valley, don't lose faith, you're never alone. For the God on the mountain is still God in the valley. When things go wrong, He'll make them right. Oh, the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the day is still God in the night. We've got faith when we're up on the mountain, but life comes easy when life's at its best. But in the valley of trials and temptations, that's when faith is put to the test. So the God on the mountain is still God in the valley. When things go wrong, He'll make them right. Oh, the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of today is still God of the night. The God of the day is still God in the night.
Fantastic. Maybe next time he'll come as a guest singer. Maybe not a guest speaker. Thank you to Professor Gus John. And just as I did say at the beginning, for those who are aware of the African Caribbean Communities Development Forum, or otherwise known as ACCDF, one of the minds behind it is a collection of people who are involved to make ACCDF what it is, and Minister David Cameron will share more. Can you give him a hand as he comes to us?
Good evening, everyone. Have you enjoyed the evening so far? Yes. Well, like all well-oiled machinery, sometimes it goes wrong. We have missed one person under the most improved pupil across all key stages. I believe there's a Lorraine Smart here. Lorraine. Oh, sorry, Lauren Smart. Is Lauren here? If I was in church, I would say, praise the Lord. Because God has brought us this far, amen. But I'm still in church wherever I go, so you have to forgive me for that one. Let me just say that you've heard about ACCDF, at least by name and acronym tonight. I just want to take a few moments just to talk a little bit about ACCDF for those of you who have never heard of us. Essentially, ACCDF is an African Caribbean Community Development Forum that has been formed in this town to look at all the issues, and I say all the issues, that currently the African and the Caribbean community are facing. We had some keynote speakers here, and we'll go through the names of them in a moment, and really thank them for the opportunity for them being here. However, how many of you know that there are 21 voluntary black organizations in Luton? Well, that's on our database. They're covering every area from education, employment and training, social services, i.e. from child development or children's activity right through to senior citizens. They're actually engaged in consultation and advisory groups with the Bedfordshire Police and their operation. They're engaged in health service. We have mental health representatives, individuals who are working along all of these arenas. And let me say that these are voluntary. And I'm emphasizing that because for the most part, there are many voluntary organizations in the town. But what I've noticed about all those that are associated to the African and Caribbean community is just how poorly resourced they are. I know Member of Parliament, Mr. Kelvin Hopkins is here. We're always seemingly operating on a shoestring budget. Now, I'm not going to cast aspersions or blame, but for the most part, I have to say that that's unsatisfactory. The reason I find it unsatisfactory is because what I've discovered in the short time that I've been involved in all of this is that I'm having to almost go cap in hand, folks, to other voluntary organizations who are acquiring funds on our behalf. And then they disseminate that fund to us. I have a problem with that. I said this to our Mr. Hopkins' partner, not in crime, but partner in the MPs, as far as the House of Parliament, Miss Margaret Moran, that why does the African and the Caribbean community have to go to Voluntary Action Luton and all of these other elements out there to get a measly £2,000 to operate, or a measly few £1,000s, when many other voluntary groups spring up in this town with budgets of $250,000. You understand what I'm saying? That's the sort of disparity that exists amongst us here in Luton. Now, again, I'm not apportioning blame one way or the other, but it is a question that needs to be answered. And it is an issue that we need to take account of and have discussions with our elected leaders. Right now, ACCDF is in a position where we're going to lose our home, basically. It closes down on March of 2005. We do not have a permanent residency. And let me say this, that is the same situation for every African and Caribbean community voluntary group in Luton. I discovered that we have been in the town for some 50 years or more. And I'm astonished. Now, Professor Goss, he kind of went through a little bit of the history. I know my parents, and I see the generations across here, when my parents came, well, they were invited here. My parents were invited to come to this country by the then government. And they all had a 5-year plan. The idea was that they would be here for 5 years, earn sufficient funds, and then they would be back to Jamaica. Well, guess what? I'm 43. And I know my parents aren't alone in that mindset, because there were many others who had exactly the same idea. The truth is, with that in mind, many of them did not participate too much in the electoral procedures or get involved in government politics and all of that. They simply made a determination to earn a living and better themselves with the resources that they could acquire whilst they were here. Well, the truth is, I'm not sure if there are too many of us in this room who are retiring to the West Indies in any, I don't know, in any short period of time. Are there any? You can hold your hand up. Are you thinking of retiring in the West Indies? There's a young man over here, he says yes. Well, if we're not going anywhere, some of us don't have anywhere to go because this is home to us, we then have to start taking a keen interest in everything that is happening in our community concerning us. And I'm putting it like this because we are constantly seeing negative imagery regarding our young people, not only in education, but in crime and various other arenas. We're constantly seeing those negativities. However, my real address to you tonight is ACCDF is a real entity. Even if we don't have a place to operate from come March of 2005, we are still going to operate. But I'll say this, and our motto is this, that no one of us is smarter than all of us. And my address to you today is to open your minds and your eyes to the situation, just a little bit of it. But when all of us tune into this, switch on to this, we want to be in a position where we are a viable voice. We forge tangible and real partnerships with our councillors, with our local MPs, with our Luton Borough Council itself, where they make decisions regarding our life, but we are not around the table to influence that decision. That's unsatisfactory to me. And I'm sure if we think about it for a little while, it's unsatisfactory to every one of us. Now, there's only 12 of us on the executive, and 12 of us are operating with our full-time jobs at various levels. Right now, we're involved in strategic talks as far as Whitehall concerning funding, because we have one of our short-term goals is to have funds directly passed down from Whitehall or from the Eastern region to ACCDF. Let ACCDF be the custodian of the funding, and let ACCDF disseminate the funding to our own communities, rather than have others tick the appropriate boxes, get the funds, and then send it back. And we're struggling to operate. There is a lot to be done. Tonight is just a small taster. And I just want to congratulate every one of you for coming out tonight, giving up your Saturday evening, and for taking part in this. You have encouraged me, and all the members of ACCDF that are here, you've encouraged them too. It tells us that we are doing a worthwhile job. Amen? Again, let me just say to our guests, MP Mr. Kelvin Hopkins, Professor Gus, Councillor Laurie Patterson, and the Assistant or Vice, Deputy Mayor, Mr. Hussain. Thank you very much for participating with us tonight. But it won't be the last you'll see of me. I'm not sure if that's a threat or a promise, but it won't be the last you'll see of me. I'm going to hand that around. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. There's plenty of refreshments after this.
Do you know how to meet David Hamilton? Just before you go, I just also wanted to recognise in the building, and I'm just going to ask her to give us a wave. Rita Clark, MBE. Rita? straight away. It's good to see you. And also, just an administrative thing, a couple of things before you go. Tessa Lewis and Jessie Lewis. I have Tessa's certificate here. Tessa, you may have Jessie's, so can you come back and see me afterwards, please? Thank you very much, Tessa. And also, finally, before you go, we just want to take some photographs, please, of some of the parents and your children, if that's possible. So if you can, if parents and children are still around, hello. Please, here, Rob Baker, so he has some more flyers, yeah? So please keep on before you go. Please, refreshments are still available down in the far hall. Come serve us some refreshments. Thank you very much.
Yes. Very much so, yes. I'm up there for about 3 days a week only. Because I run my own consultancy. Something I'm going to do in London after that. Some people coming together, they come together from Nigeria and the United States. So I'm going to join them at the hotel before I go back. Yeah, I've got 8 slides. All right.
Take your picture.